The 2010 Jeffco Action Center, where action matters fundraising breakfast. The goal of Jeffco Action Center is to provide an immediate response to basic human need while promoting pathways to self-sufficiency in Jefferson County. 500 civic, business, and community leaders, along with citizens and volunteers, gathered to hear firsthand the difference Jeffco Action Center can make in people's lives.
Saffron, single mom, who needed the resources of Jeffco Action Center. 3 years ago, before I was working at Jefferson County, I found myself laid off. I've always been self-sufficient, even though I've been a single mom for a long time. And I have a college degree, put myself through school, had started a master's degree a couple of times. I've always been able to get a job very quickly. Well, when I was laid off, I didn't even think to get unemployment. I'm very proud, and I thought, I don't need it. I probably couldn't pay my bills on it, so I'll just apply for other jobs and get another one quickly. That didn't happen, and in my application for Jefferson County, it took a couple of months. So I found myself struggling, having a difficult time being able to feed my children. Money was very, very tight. I did what I could, working extra little things, but things got a little dire. One day I found myself struggling to even walk through their doors. It was very tough. I swallowed my pride and waited among many other people, used their food bank several times over the next month and a half, and I used their clothing bank, and also they had some case management that here's this tearful single mom devouring her box of tissues because, see, I had been working in social services for years before, and I had been a case manager in the Welfare to Work program back in Alaska, and here I found myself at Jeffco Action Center on the other side of the desk. It was tough. You never think you will be in that position. It won't happen to me. And every day, as a workforce development specialist at Jefferson County, I see customers who are exactly where I was. Nobody thinks it's going to happen to them. Whether you have a master's degree or PhD or you've had your own business, you never think you're going to run out of money for food or rent or have trouble with the mortgage, and it's happening every day. So I'm very grateful that Jeffco Action Center was available to me, and I really hope never to have to use their services again. But if I have to, I know that they're there and they're available to me and to anyone who walks through their door. And I know they'll give what they can, whether it's food or clothing or some counseling. But I'm really grateful that they were there to help me as a very emotional and desperate single mom. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nancy. I stand before you a work in progress. A person much like all of you. A neighbor down the street, a peer at the office, a family member, a friend, someone who has endured a lot of surreal trauma and through the grace of God has survived. I first heard about Jeffco Action Center when Joe Haynes gave a presentation to a Kiwanis club I belong to. Today, I'm here to share a little of my story to you. Just about this time of year, about 31 years ago, my life was shattered. I was a bright, energetic, but naive young girl away at college. And I accepted a ride home from a man I didn't know. I thought he was going to take me home, but I didn't get there. Instead, he had other plans for me and my body, which resulted in massive trauma which went far beyond the physical pain that he inflicted. Time healed all memories, but suppression was my best companion when the darkness fell. As I got older, I became a strong businesswoman, diving into my career and working hard to make the lives of other people more rewarding, not aware that I was really just blocking things out. I was even married, but found myself in a verbally abusive relationship that became physically abusive. I sought counseling, and a strange word started being used in my presence: PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Had not heard of this term before, but with a divorce and a business to run, I couldn't do it all. So I tried to suppress the flashbacks and emotional releases, and even tried to move and try and keep things together, just to survive. Things weren't at all good, and then the worst thing that could have ever happened did. I went out to walk my husky, my best pal, just like any normal night, came home and found a man in my house. He raped me and left me bleeding. I just wanted to die. Since that night, I've lost my job. I tried, but it couldn't work. I lost my home and became homeless. Lost my dog. She died. Put my remaining belongings into storage and tried to travel to get away from all the trauma here. I exhausted my savings and have been hospitalized 3 times. I even injured my ankle while I was homeless. The guy dumped me out of my sleeping bag in the snow, and I tried to chase him. He just was cold, and he tried to sleep in the sleeping bag while I was still in it. So many stories I've gone through. Didn't think that I was going to get through the next day. God kept getting me up in the morning, and I kept wondering why. I was truly at my end, and then I remembered Joe and the Jeffco Action Center. With their help and resources, I now have hope and encouragement and a therapist that specializes in PTSD. A place to seek medical treatment, food, job assistance, and bus tokens to get me the interviews. Putting my life back together because I now have the tools that I need. My faith keeps me strong. God gives me faith. I trust in Him. And the people at the Jeffco Action Center give me the tools that I need. Not a handout, but a hand up. It's been like little loaves and fishes from heaven when I need it most. I'm now in a faith-based transitional community downtown, and I'm trying to find work, and I even smiled a couple of times last week. Most of you probably don't think my life is all too rosy, but compared to 5 months ago, it's like living the life of a princess. Without Jeffco Action Center, I don't know where I would be. I know that Jeffco Action Center gave me the tools that I need to get on the path to success. When I came to Jeffco Action Center, I received the hand of a friend who actually walked me in, and between Rebecca and Anita, they have given me phone numbers, they've given me tools, they've given me counseling, they've given me so much hope. And I just want other people to be able to find that hope too, and just to know that this has been great. I'm a force to be reckoned with now. I know that it's a great road. I'll never forget Jeffco Action Center, and they won't forget me either, because I'm keeping my promise and I'm coming back to volunteer next year. Thank you.
Now you know. Join us and make a difference.